Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ekta Saigul Malhotra at Kiddo Mentoring. Welcome back to the Christmas Learning. Today we have a guest all the way from United States of America. Hi, Smita. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Ekta. I'm well. How are you?
Very well, very well. So both of us are dressed to the occasion to celebrate Christmas with all of you. As we spoke last time, and we've been talking at Kiddo Mentoring, that mentoring is a two-way process. We learn from children, they learn from us. And this Christmas at Kiddo Mentoring, we want to hone up certain skills that are skills for life. We have today with us Smita, all the way from New York City, who is a home baker. Before being a baker, she is a management graduate, an army officer's daughter, a mother of a soon to be teenager, and a wife of a very loving husband. Smita learned how to bake herself with a lot of inputs from her mom, who used to bake for her for not just for her, but for her brother when she was young. Smita believes that if you have to do something, you got to put your heart and soul in it with a lot of passion. So, warm welcome, Smita. I know it's very cold in Delhi as well as in the New York City. So, over to you to talk about yourself, talk about your passion, and to take us through a recipe which you think made a whole lot of a difference to your 11-year-old son. So, over to you, Smita.
Thank you so much, Ekta, for having me here. I'm super excited. And as you said, baking is my passion. I dream of recipes and creating new ideas at 2 a.m. So I'm a bit crazy about this. And to give you a little bit of my background, as you said, I belong to a military family. My father was in the Indian Army, so I traveled all across India. And India being multicultural and me being a foodie, I think I picked up on all the interests in terms of food and bakery stuff. And my mom used to bake for me and my brother too. So that's where I think I get my interest for baking. As you said, I graduated from the business school, worked in Australia for some time, got married, moved to the US, and then here I worked. And then when I had my son, I decided to be a stay-at-home mom. I thought he needed all my time. And I decided to follow my passion along with it, which is baking. So I'm a self-taught baker. Um, I actually launched my home baking business in 2016, and I have such a supportive community here in Scarsdale. They just love my work, and I love them.
Wow. And for all of you, Smita has also won a couple of awards for all that beautiful baking she does. We have shared her Facebook page for you all to see the beautiful creation that she creates. I wish she was not in New York but in New Delhi, and I would have given all my orders to Smita.
Oh, thank you.
So, Smita, like I said, that at Kiro Mentoring, we believe that it is important to have certain life skills. And this
Mm.
Christmas, while we all would like to celebrate and we're all home, so why not learn how to make our own cake? And more so, if the child at home can do it independently. So, we'd like to know that, how did you teach your son and how did he feel about it before we get on to the recipe?
Sure. My son always sees me baking here, and most of my baked products go to the client, so we don't have any leftovers for us to eat. So he was very, very curious as to how I make cakes. And this is a very simple recipe that you will see I will do for you guys today. It's a molten chocolate lava cake. So I taught him. It's made in a cup, and you don't need an oven for that. It's microwavable. And
Wow.
it was so easy. He's 11. He's actually going to be 12 soon. Now, the thing is, little kids would need assistance from adults, little bit, but his age kids can do it independently. So that sense of achievement and responsibility I saw in my son was very, very enlightening. He takes ownership, and every other day he's like, can I bake it for you and Papa? So he takes the pride in making that. So I think we need to empower our children with such skills, though you would see that it's something really little, but it makes a huge difference for them.
Absolutely. When kids do that do it yourself activity, the confidence, the independence that gets imbibed in them, and they also start being responsible, and of course,
True.
they get to eat the good stuff that they bake. And
Yes.
if you have a mom who's a baker, you definitely will have a sweet tooth and would enjoy all that is baked. So, Smita, not wasting much of our time, let's get on to the recipe, and I'm going to give that
Sure.
entire screen to you to showcase all that you have for us today.
Great.
So
Thank
over
you
to
so
you,
much,
Smita.
Ekta. Thank you. So, guys, we will be making molten chocolate lava cake today. And for that, you need a cup right here. And the ingredients, I'll show you what they are. We need 2 tablespoons of milk. The whole milk would work. We need 1.5 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. We need 1 tablespoon of melted butter. We need 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract right here. We need 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Oops. We need 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. We need a pinch of baking soda. 2 tablespoons of sugar. And the best part, we need 1.5 tablespoon of chocolate chips right here. And nuts are optional. Some people are allergic to nuts, but if you like nuts, you can add almonds, pistachios, anything. It's your cake. Make it the way you like it. So what we're going to do is we are going to pour the wet ingredients first. So here it is. We're going to put the milk first in here. Then go the heavy whipping cream. There's melted butter right here. 1 second. It's so cold in here, the melted butter actually went back to its original form. We are putting vanilla extract in here now. So the wet ingredients are in here. It's easier to mix if you put the wet ingredients first. Now we're going to put the all-purpose flour in. The cocoa powder goes in next. The baking soda. Now sugar, though it says 2 tablespoons, but you can actually put it to taste. I have taken 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold everything together and mix it until we see a gooey chocolatey ganache kind of a thing. I'll show you in just a minute. You have to gently mix it. Hey, Ekta.
Wow. Hey, wow, that's so cool, man. Minimal ingredients, I think, which is all mostly available at home, especially, in
Right.
households where there are small kids. And
True.
wow, amazing.
So little kids, as I said, right, they might need assistance with these ingredients from their parents, but the older kids, they can do it independently. And there's the
Wow.
least mess that you have to clear up after your kids.
Quite right. And I guess you can keep your children engaged, busy, and, as they say, bake your own cake and have it too. That's the fun
Correct.
of it.
Correct. And this is the best form of creativity, right? At the end of it, something tangible you're getting and which tastes amazing.
Yeah. And that feeling of that I did it myself is
Correct.
completely on this world.
So the batter is actually going to look like this after you mix it. It's all gooey
Wow.
like a chocolate ganache. So once you
Wow.
have that ready, the last ingredient that's going to go in are the chocolate chips right here. So that's what we're going to put in there. All the goodness is going in now. And then you just fold them gently. All right, we're all set. And now this is going to go in the microwave for a minute and a half. I'll be back.
So with minimum ingredients and just about a minute and a half of cooking it in the microwave and probably just about 3-4 minutes to prepare the batter, in about 5 to 6 minutes, your gooey chocolate cake, or as we would like to call it, the molten lava cake, would be ready for you to enjoy either on the Christmas Eve or on Christmas or any occasion that you may have in mind. And like we said, that the child will be independent, the child will have a sense of responsibility, everybody will get something yummy to eat. Isn't that a good and a great way to celebrate Christmas in the year 2020? A year which, in any case, have been about many challenges and opportunities. Oh, we have Smita back.
So yeah, it's in the microwave, and after 1 minute 30-second beats, then we will see the goodness. And then you can
Wow.
decorate it in any way you like. With the whipped cream, you can have an ice cream topping on there, sprinkles, chocolate syrup, any which way, whatever your child's favorite is, it can be decorated that way.
So, is there any way, Smita, that this molten lava cake can go, like, it doesn't come out really good? What are the key things that we really need to focus on?
I think it's a no-fail recipe. Only thing that you have to keep in mind, which is not related to baking, would be your cup size. Take the biggest cup possible so that the batter does not overflow. That's the only thing that I see might go wrong. And every microwave is different. So you might have to try it a couple of times. The times may vary from 1 minute 15 seconds to 1 minute 30 seconds. Because
Right.
if your my wattage is high in your microwave, then it might get cooked in 1 minute 15 seconds. So you might overbake it in 1 minute 30. So it's just a trial and error a couple of times and then you get it. All
Right.
right, I
So,
think
how
it's ready. Sorry, go ahead.
okay, so
I'll answer your
no,
question first. Okay.
I'm looking forward to see it, and then I'll ask you what I want to.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So I am eagerly waiting to see that molten lava cake, which will be, which is being prepared in flat 5 to 6 minutes. And as Smita said, that it can be decorated in the way you want to. You want to put whipped cream on it. You want to put sprinkles, gems, or whatever you may want to like it. Okay, so we have it
Let me
here.
bring it closer, sorry, to the screen.
One
It's right
second, I am
here.
going to give you the full.
It's right here, the chocolate goodness. And let me put the spoon in here. It's all molten. Can you see the gooey part in there?
Wow, amazing. That is superb, superb. So,
So what I'm,
so how
yes.
do we know, Smita, that it is cooked enough that we should get it out of the microwave?
As I said, it's a try and error based on your microwave. So just for the first time, try it for 1 minute 15 seconds. Even if it's little gooey, it is supposed to be gooey because it's molten chocolate, right? The chocolate in there is the gooey part. You will never go wrong with that. Let it be a little bit more gooey. Even if it's batter, it would taste divine. Trust me. So
I'm sure
this
it would be.
is the whipped cream. And that, let me show you because that's the fun part. It goes on here. And you put the
This
chocolate
is
syrup
simple.
right here. I'm going to be very considerate to you. I'm not going to take a bite right now.
Thank you, thank you. It's so tempting. I really want to, jump off the screen and
Right here.
come and have it. I wish I could do that. Now imagine on a Christmas day or evening, or on the Christmas Eve, this molten lava chocolate, which we go to a coffee shop, be it Starbucks, be it Costa Coffee, in India, or CCD. We spend a bomb
Did I lose you, Ekta?
Hi. Sorry, I guess there was some connectivity issue. So yeah, so I was
No worries.
talking that we spend a lot of money to go and buy this at any of the coffee shops. And indeed, with this comes a hot cup of coffee, especially on a winter evening. But many a times we tell our kids, let it be, you know. And more so in the current time, where we are all inside our house due to the pandemic, we are avoiding eating things outside. Imagine it isn't a very fancy cake, ladies and gentlemen, but look at the way it is presented. Look at the way it is made. Sitting at home, something that would probably cost you maybe 100, $150, or I don't know, whatever the cost is. It's been a while that I went to a Starbucks. But I remember the first time that I had molten lava cake was in Hong Kong at one of the not even Hong Kong, I think in one of the other overseas trip that I had. And when I looked at it and it tasted absolutely amazing, and I was like, I wish I knew how to make this because I love cakes. I mean, I'm a big fan of bakery stuff. And I am certainly going to try this, Smita. And why me? I'm going to make, my 4-year-old try this because she loves cakes also. Of course, the
That's
mother's rub off
amazing.
effect. And it's so cool. In like 5 minutes,
Yeah,
you
it's
have.
very simple. It's very simple to make, and it's very rich, as I said. And it's you can make a meal out of it, literally.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. And I would look at it a little more closely. The the way you put the whipped cream
Yeah.
and yeah,
So yeah, and you can decorate it with sprinkles too. You can use anything, whatever you have at home, gems,
yeah,
yeah. Let me just bring some sprinkles because that's going to increase
yeah,
the face value more.
absolutely. It's so amazing, right? Guys, sitting at home, making your own cake, have it with coffee, have it with anything, invite friends over, show them that you can bake this amazing cake without your mom's or dad's support. Wow.
So these are the sprinkles that I have, and it just makes it very enticing for kids because these are colorful. Look at that.
One
Sorry.
minute, let me give you.
Look at that.
Amazing. Forget kids, Smita. I'm tempted to have this. And, I'm sure if children see this and they will be like, wow, we want to have it right now. So amazing. So, Smita, if I let you go without asking you a couple of questions about
Please
baking,
go ahead.
it'll be unfair because for all of you, you have to look at the cakes that Smita bakes. It rhymes. And baking is in her blood. Her mom is an amazing baker herself. And in her mom's words, Smita has taken it to a different level altogether. She is pursuing her passion and self-learned. It's there in her, and baking is absolutely amazing. You have to see those beautiful cakes that she bakes, and she, all we can see is just the pictures because we are not in New York and but we're in New Delhi. But Smita, whenever you are going to be in Delhi next time, I am definitely not letting you go back to NYC unless you bake a cake for me. That beautiful
Absolutely.
creation that you have. So many 3D creations and all that, Smita does. So, a couple of questions to you, Smita.
Sure.
Uh, you know, what is the most important technique when we bake a cake? Which should be
Patience.
absolutely to the T.
I would say patience is the key for baking. You have to be very, very patient. Uh, it's it's a long process. It's an art and it's in science. Cooking, you can do estimation. Here, it has to be precise. Estimation wouldn't work. So, I would say patience is the key. That's the key ingredient before anything goes into your bowl.
Very true, very true. Yes, I agree. And many a times I have sent frantic messages to Smita saying that Smita, my cake is not coming out nice. And she has been very kind to message me back, try this, try that. And well, her, tips did help. And as early as yesterday, I think I made a cake, not yesterday, day before yesterday, I made. And when I took it out, it was a little wet from the center because I had put two bowls together. So maybe the heat wasn't equivalent. And I suddenly, had it been earlier, I would have said, "Oh God, again this cake has gone bad." But I remembered that Smita told me that it's okay to put it back in the oven and bake it for some more time. She even guided me, what temperature for what time you should let the cake bake, and and as she said that the estimate cannot be a guesstimate. It has to be to the T, and the bowl that we use, as she mentioned earlier, also has to be like bigger or big enough so that the batter doesn't flow out, because that is that happens, right, Smita? That happens
Right.
with all these.
Oh, well, it has happened with me a couple of times. That's how I learned my lesson. So yes,
Right,
the baking mold that you're using has to be bigger than the num amount of batter that you have in there.
right,
Yeah.
absolutely. So wonderful, Smita. Thank you so much for sparing this time early morning, because I think it would be about 8 o'clock in your part of the
Right now,
world.
yeah, 8:50 in the morning. Yep.
Yes,
But it was
Smita really
absolutely
has,
my pleasure. I enjoyed myself to the thoroughly here. Thank you so much for
and you
having
look
me.
wonderful in that outfit. I'm loving that, the Rudolph, your
Yeah,
reindeer,
right
and
here.
touching
The
festive.
Christmas reindeer.
Yeah. Yes, the favorite of Santa, and the Santa is here, and Rudolph is there. So we are all ready for Christmas. We've learned how to plant our own tree or plant our own plants. We've learned how to bake our cake. What more do we want to have a great and a Merry Christmas? So, from all of us here, Smita, thank you so much for joining us
You're
all the way
welcome.
from New York City and sharing this amazing recipe. Smita has shared the ingredients and the recipe with me. I will share it on Keto Mentoring for any of you to try. If you do try, please do share pictures, and we will enjoy looking at those pictures that you share with us. I wish I could eat those cakes
Absolutely.
that you little kids would bake, but for now, I will, as Smita, I will share those pictures with you, so that you know that there are kids who are making it. So once again, thank you
That's
so much,
wonderful.
and Merry Christmas to all of you at Keto Mentoring. And Keto Mentoring is going to be back with a very talented child who will be talking about his passion on the 26th of December at 6:30 p.m. So stay tuned for more at Kiddo Mentoring. And once again, Smita, Merry Christmas to you and a very Happy New Year
Merry
to all of you in
Christmas.
the family.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining in.
Take care.
Take care. Bye bye. See you. Have a
Bye.
great day.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Bye.